Alrighty, well, good evening, TikTok world. Or actually, this is for YouTube. Good evening, TikTok. Or still screwed up. Good evening, YouTube world. Welcome to Top's Outdoor Adventures. Today, I'm over here taking care of a cutout that I did. And what is a cutout? I guess that's the first question to ask. Well, a bee removal, a bee extraction, or a bee cutout is all the same thing. Okay, what we got going on here is that these girls were in an apartment, and rather than destroying the bees, the apartment owners, whatever, decided that they were going to have a bee removal company come get rid of them. I had to flip my viewer over so I can make sure we're seeing what we need to see. And I happen to be part of that bee removal company. So we show up at the house, and basically we just serve these girls with a no-knock immediate eviction notice, where we expose the hive, we recover the comb as much as we can, and we vacuum up the bees in a vacuum cleaner that's weak enough that it doesn't injure the bees. And then we haul them off to, in my case, we're coming to my apiary today. So I brought them in here, I dumped them in here probably about 3 o'clock, and then ran home because it is Mother's Day, had some stuff taken care of. Dinner's all done and over with, and I'm gonna come over and make sure that everything's settled in good. All right, first thing I wanna do is, this is the bee vacuum. I just wanna make sure that all the bees are out of it, which they are, all but one. And I think he's stuck. I got one bee coming up here checking me out, but the bee vac is good, so we're gonna set it over here out of the way. And I'm gonna come back in here. Now, this is a really, as you can imagine, a traumatic event for the bees. So they've been disturbed enough today. I'm just gonna give them a little bit of smoke, pop the lid off, and peek inside, because there were a lot more bees than I thought. I'm not sure how many bees are in here, but just peek underneath the feeder, see if I can get a count on how many frames of bees I have. And then we'll fill the feeders, and I'm gonna leave these girls alone for probably a week, and just to let them get settled in and, you know, make sure they're going to stay, because there's a chance they'll get mad and leave, but I don't think they will. I did not see the queen today. I don't know the status of her, whether we got her or not, or whether she's injured in any way. So actually, I'm gonna give it about 5 days. I'm gonna come back and see if I got any fresh eggs or signs of having the queen. So here we go. Got my trusty smoker fired up, and my smoker always works the best when I need it the least, because I'm gonna be here for a couple minutes, but this thing will burn like this probably for 2 hours. So anyway, here we go. I've got them in this Apimaye 7-frame NUC box, and they're going to hang out here based on what I see when I open this thing up as far as the number of bees, and then we're going to go from there. And I think we've got a ton of bees in this box. Set this off to the side real quick. Set this one off to the side. Absolutely, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have got 6 frames of bees. So this box is full. And that's just that. There's a big old drone. Drones don't do anything but go out and breed a queen. They serve no purpose in the hive. As a matter of fact, along about September, when they don't need drones anymore for breeding purposes, they run them out of the hive and they starve to death. Kind of stinks to be a dude in the bee world, don't it? But they don't work, they don't gather food, they don't do anything but breed queens. So, got my sugar syrup here, and I'm kind of tickled, man. There's a ton of bees in this hive. So I'm gonna fill this up with sugar syrup. This is 1 part water, 1 part syrup. It'll kind of give the bees a little something to live on until they find all the groceries here in the neighborhood. Get out of there, little girl, you're gonna be stuck there. And then, like I say, I'm just gonna leave them alone for a while. Now this one is full of bees on the inside, and I don't even know how they got there. But let's get rid of them. They're being hard-headed, they don't want to come out. And all that banging's real good for them too. That'll get everybody all worked up and mad. So, see if I can get these girls scraped out of here. Man, it's a dirty old feeder. I don't remember using this feeder that much. I used it for a couple days with a hive. Get that back where it needs to be. Hurry up and get some syrup in it. We'll slap this lid on here and call this a deal. Looks good. Now I got to make sure I get the bees off of the top of it here, because once I put the top cover on the hive, then they're stuck. So I'm going to smoke the crap out of them. Try to get them going. Fly out of there, bee, or you're going to be stuck. And I won't be back in time to rescue you. And it's kind of a never-ending deal. You get 2 off, 3 takes its place. That's really handy. Go ahead and slap the lid around and knock the crap out of the hive. These bees seemed pretty calm, given the fact that we were doing what we were doing to them. But that's about it. That's all I came over here to do. I've been through the rest of these hives this week. I think you guys saw the video on it. And everything's looking real good. I think I got all my problems straightened out. I just gotta, let's see, I gotta check this one. This hive had a queen they were superseding because she was injured. And that was long enough, and superseding means they were going to replace her. And that's been long enough ago that she should have been replaced. However, when I was in here the other day, she's still there. So whatever queen they raised to take her place, might have just kicked her butt and said, I ain't ready to go yet. So anyway, this apiary ought to be all set. It just needs to grow. And I'm going to shrink these entrances down a little bit here. Just give these bees a little less area that they have to protect. So they can come and go here, and they can come and go here, and then they can come and go through these 2 holes. So they've got plenty of room for that. Let's see, I will go ahead and strap them down because I don't want this hive to move any. These Apimays, you really need to take a look at how you build your hive stand, because they've got little plastic feet on them that can cause an issue trying to get them to sit in your hive stand without the potential of, you know, moving forward and falling. I mean, they're not going to fall off, but they're not going to sit down there right. But we'll get this one strapped in here and make sure it's not going to go anywhere. And Oklahoma being Oklahoma, I do believe that our winter and spring is over already. And we're just going to jump right into like 90-degree temperatures next week. But I'm really surprised with the number of bees in here. That's awesome. When I come back, they're going to come out of this, my first hive inspection. They're going to have to come out of this and go into a full-size 10-frame deep. And I'm probably going to have to slide these girls down a little bit more, so I got a little more room here in between. But I don't want to ramble because I want you guys to stay interested in my videos. But I'll keep everybody up to date on what's going on with this. I appreciate you guys showing up and watching my boring videos that don't have any fancy editing. But anyway, do me a favor, like my little video, throw me a comment downstairs. If you got any questions, ask me questions. I like questions. Ask me questions. Give me a like, a comment, and subscribe. And whatever you ask me on this video, I will answer on the next video. You guys take care and good luck with your beekeeping.